Thanks for having me.
Before we get too into it, Israel and Palestine, who's right?
Whoever you think is right is right. I have no idea at all. Zero idea.
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion?
No, you're from California. You wouldn't know anything.
Well, you're coming in hot with these.
All you know how to do is surf and say cowabunga.
Yeah, that's sick as hell.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm not picking a side. There's people on Instagram that keep on being like, pick a side. I'm like, fat chance.
Yeah.
You get these followers and then you pick a side.
Well, I don't have followers to worry about, but I just don't do the research.
Oh yeah, I mean you don't even know what it's about.
I mean, I know like the gist of it, but like if you were to ask,
you know
me,
the
like
jizz of it.
Yeah, the jizz, cum.
The cum part.
You're pretty zany right off the top, aren't you?
Woo! I haven't had a conversation in 8 days. I started a temp job and I want to fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
Just because I haven't worked in like the corporate like space for a long time. I've been doing little odd jobs here and there. And I feel like a rescue dog that thinks everything's a threat, you know, because the second something goes wrong, like in the corporate job, I'm like, can we kill Jim? Can we fucking kill him? But we can't.
No. But you're not in an office, so.
I know, but these people, they're texting me, they're calling me. I feel like I'm on Succession. I'm like, if I was on Succession, I would be the best kid out of all of them because I'd be like, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, I don't know that show.
It's the New York show where they all work for the dad, and they're like, I wanna own the company. I wanna own the company. I'm like, I would love to just not own anything and
just have the money.
Just have the money.
You should have a show like that
where I just
give money to your kids and then it ends and that's it. It's a good show.
That's a good show. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You should write that down.
I already did.
I give money. No, I want a show where I go in, I blow it all up. They're like, why did we hire you? And I'm like, I don't know.
Have you ever seen the movie Falling Down?
That's a movie?
No,
they had to make a movie about that?
That's a title.
I mean, I think I know how it goes.
No.
How long's the movie? 3 seconds?
Oh, you're implying a trip. Someone tripped and that's the movie?
Yeah, like falling down. Like,
you're right, that went over my head, but I got it.
What was it about Joe Biden?
Do you want me to explain it?
Yeah, explain the movie Falling Down.
You're gonna hate this, but it's in the 90s. It's Charlie Sheen's dad. What's his name? Michael Douglas.
Sperm bank.
You got sperm on the mind.
Jizz machine.
Who's that?
I don't know. I just feel like Charlie Sheen. He was like the bad boy
machine.
who was like, what is it? What was his catchphrase for a while?
No idea.
Win. It wasn't it like win. I'm a winner.
No, if you ain't first, you're last.
Not Charlie Sheen. Wasn't he the one that fucked everyone and then got AIDS?
I don't know.
We gotta pull.
There's already the third reference I just don't get. But I also.
Let me get my phone. Wait. So I just think that Okay, so Charlie Sheen's dad. I just remember him like in like 2017 and he was or like 2015 and he was like, "Yeah, I do all the drugs. I do a lot of drugs and I like drugs and I'm a winner."
Right.
Or something.
No, he definitely like was a bad boy and like banged a lot of chicks.
This is who I'm talking about. So this guy has a dad apparently.
Are you asking? Michael Douglas. You know Michael Douglas?
No, who's that?
Are you kidding?
No, I don't know who that is. Charlie Sheen catchphrase.
I'm Googling Michael Douglas for the listeners.
I have a disease. That's one of his catchphrases. Winning? Anyone?
What celebrity has a
yeah.
catchphrase
The only
like that?
so many. The only
No, who?
Yeah, because he did an interview and he said the only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning. Remember that video?
No, but that's sick as hell.
I'm
Can you type in who's Charlie Sheen's dad? Because I think I'm super wrong. I don't see him anywhere.
I'm glad I did some fact checking.
Well, none of this is
on the
important.
story.
It's for the movie, okay? Charlie Sheen's
The
dad.
biggest part of the story so far is that Charlie Sheen's dad.
Martin Sheen. That would make sense.
You said a different name.
No, but no, because Martin Sheen has 2 kids, and one is Charlie Sheen, and the other, the fucking dude from Amelia. That's her. That's why I was confused. Emilio from Mighty Ducks and Charlie Sheen are his sons, Martin Sheen's sons.
Whoa.
You know that?
His brother is the guy in Mighty Ducks?
Yeah, he had a nice little career for there.
That's awesome. That was a great movie. Okay, so what is this movie about?
It's not even worth it. Okay, so he's just a businessman, and he's in traffic in L.A., and he's at his wit's end. So he just goes and buys a gun and just starts fucking taking everyone down.
See, I can relate to that.
That's why I brought it up. I didn't just bring up some random movie from the 90s that no one has seen.
I thought you did. I thought you were just saying, like, hey, by the way, have you seen Sisterhood of Traveling Pants?
Yeah, no.
It's a good movie.
That's the falling down. Get it?
Yeah, you just want to, like, blow everyone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think corporate America makes me want to drink myself to death.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. Like, I used to like judge just drugs on my brain. I used to judge people if they're like, oh, all they do is work and drink, and I'm like, dude, that's all you can do.
Right. By the time you're done, you have like 5 hours.
My brain is fried. I can't stop thinking about how many people I hate right now.
Right.
Like, it's just.
Has this affected your
I'm supposed
stage
to be
time?
interviewing you, actually.
Yeah, but you are the one who obviously needs to talk. I'm emotionally stable, okay?
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Well, here on the El Diablo podcast, we get to know our guests and we ask them hard-hitting questions to get to know about the worst aspects.
5.5. Okay. I'll stop. It's a penis joke.
The worst aspects of their personality. Comedy is one of Cody's, but we already know that one. But we're going to get to know different ones. We're going to get to know new ones. Okay. Oh, this one's a good one to start off with, actually. Okay.
Also, for the listeners, we used to be on a podcast together.
Oh, we actually did. Yeah. Master Daters. That was
5 episodes.
Yeah, but now it's over forever. Okay, this is a good one.
Let's hear it.
If you could kill one person, who would it be?
Anyone? Do I have to know him or like a celebrity?
Anyone.
Living or dead?
They have to be living. You have to kill
I didn't know
them.
it was like a time travel situation.
No.
So there was a guy.
Mexicans.
He happens to be Mexican.
Really?
Yeah, but nothing. That's race has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I was working at the Cheesecake Factory.
Poor Kay. You were working at the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah. And what do you gotta say about that?
How old were you?
Right when I was in college. So I was like 20. I was 20.
Would you go up to tables and be like, would you like some cheesecake?
That's exactly what I do. There's no, I was a busser, which is sad. That I was like in college. That doesn't matter. Anyway, there was a guy there. He was like the head dishwasher, and he was the biggest dick I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And I would kill him.
Wow.
That's it. That's specific, but you wanted an answer.
He was just mean to you?
He was just a dickhead, and he owned, Cheesecake Factory is a new location, and they send, their best guys to open up a new store.
Yeah.
And he was, the head dishwasher. And I would just go in there to, drop dishes, and he would just say, dick things, and, all his boys would laugh. And I'm like it was a fucking movie, and I...
About you?
Yeah, and he was like...
Like how skinny you are? What would he say?
What else you got? About how gay you are? What? And you're no, I don't even remember. He's just kind of a dick. One time he was like, he's like, did you get fucked with in high school? I was like, no, not really. He's like, I would have fucked with you. And I was like, well, I was homeschooled, so gotcha, you motherfucker. Anyway, but the fact that he's like a king dishwasher and he's like making fun of me, I'm like,
a king dishwasher.
Yeah, if he could see me now.
A kingpin dishwasher.
He was.
The head honcho. What do they call the drug lords in Mexico?
El Chapo?
The El Chapo of dishwashing.
Yeah. Wait, is that what you're thinking?
I think so.
No, you're thinking that's like the specific guy, right?
The drug lord of
We
dishwashing.
need someone to do research on everything we're saying.
We need a smart person here. You know what the El Diablo podcast is missing? Someone with a fucking brain who has memories.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any. I think not right now, but they'll come back to me.
Wait, so can I ask you who you would kill?
No. Okay,
Me.
If you could blow up one
Oh.
country
These are crazy questions.
between Palestine and Israel.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding. If you could blow up one country in general, you can pick whichever you want.
A whole but all the people would die. Okay. What country? I didn't like Amsterdam much.
Really?
But I was there
loved
for
it.
like half a day. So I need to go back because everyone loves it.
Half a day
Can I
and you're
tell you
gonna
what
blow
happened?
them up
Yeah.
after half a day?
Yeah, but I don't
What kind of
hate.
psycho are you?
Yeah, but I don't have any hate for anyone else. This is my personal experience.
Half a day. You went to the airport and you're like, they deserve to die.
Goodbye. I don't know.
Thank God you're not in charge.
Yeah, well, fucking next question. No, I'm kidding.
Little Putin over here.
Wait, who would you blow up? Because then what? I'm gonna say Middle East country I've never been to, and then I'm racist all of a sudden.
Is that a? Do you think Amsterdam's in the Middle East?
No, I'm saying that's what you expect me to say, right?
No, I don't
Like
expect you to say
Georgia.
anything.
Oh,
That's a really
I want
fucked
to get rid
up
of
thing to
Georgia,
answer.
actually.
Georgia? Yeah, it is kind of confusing with our Georgia.
I didn't know if I was testing you to see if you knew that Georgia was a country, but yeah, you did.
Yeah, do you know that Georgia's a state?
Oh. How much longer? Just
Okay.
the roast of Cody.
Okay, what's like a pet peeve of yours? Roast of Cody.
You know what? I was trying to explain this the other day
And it didn't go well, so you're gonna do it again.
because
here.
maybe round two. This happens often. You're walking on the street.
Yeah.
Someone has a dog in front of you.
Yeah.
They're walking in front of you. Their dog pulls them off to the side. The owner sees you coming and tries to pull the dog and continue to be in front of you. But you're by yourself and you're fucking jamming.
Yeah.
And then you have to like wait for the owner, and then the dog eventually pulls the owner back over the side, and then you can walk. The point being, I've had so many times where the owner sees me and then steps in front of me with the dog. Does this make sense? You ever see this?
Absolutely. Have you ever considered walking with scissors?
Yes.
So you can just cut
Just
the
a
leash?
fucking gun.
Oh, yeah, and a gun so you could kill the dog.
Yeah.
You kill the dog, not the human.
You can't kill the dog. That's the rule. Screenwriting 101. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
Can't kill animals. People hate that.
What about in the farm industry?
Well, yeah, I guess you could.
They fucking kill all those
Is that true?
animals. Yeah, do you eat meat?
No.
Do you eat eggs? Do you eat chicken?
Yeah, but they don't kill eggs.
That's
Eggs are just there. They
That's-
exist.
Hey, he found a loophole.
Was that a good pet peeve?
That was a good one. I was thinking about mine.
Oh, great. Let's hear it.
I was thinking about mine, and it's when someone tries to underdog you.
Like under mine? Under mine?
No, not mine. Underdog you.
Okay.
So you say, "Oh, I grew up poor," and someone's like, "Well, actually, I grew up in the Middle East." So, or even like, "Oh, you don't even know how poor I was. You think you were poor. I didn't have an arm growing up."
Right.
Or like, you're just like, "Okay, well," and you're not even trying to say it to make people feel bad for you. You're trying to almost like shit on yourself, and you're like, "Oh, I was a loser growing up," and the other person's like, "Well, I grew up in a war zone. And it's like, all right, well,
Yeah. The
I guess you fucking win.
Right.
I guess you win, dude.
But the one I was thinking that everyone does is like, you're like, oh, I'm tired. And they're like, you're tired.
You're tired.
And then they go like, I woke up at 5 and blah, blah, blah. That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, and it's like, all right, you win. Shut up.
Yeah.
It's just like annoying. It's like, can't everyone have a problem? Like someone has to have the most problems always, and it's so annoying. Just let other people have problems.
Right. Yeah, that's a big thing right now with like maybe identity politics and stuff, where it's like, oh, you think your life is hard, you're white. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just like, oh, well, I guess your life isn't hard compared to how my life has been because of this and that, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but different people have different problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think one of that, if you're underdogging me, just know that I hate you.
Right.
I immediately will never respect you.
And who's to say which problem is worse than others?
No, I think the fact that I have to wake up in my 1-bedroom apartment in beautiful New York City every day, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, it's noise. Noise.
And the fact that I have running water, it's not great.
It's always
sometimes
murky.
I get so much water in my shower that it clogs.
Really?
That's how much water I have. And then I throw it out. And someone says, "Can I drink that?" And I'm like, "No. It's my water." I throw it out. It's not for humans. It's for dirt. This is dirt water. Sorry. And so I have a really hard life.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point. I think everyone should know that it's very hard to be doing pretty fine.
My life's pretty good.
Cody.
Yeah.
Cody.
I was just kidding about identity politics. Go ahead.
In your why were you kidding about identity?
I mean, some people do have harder life. I don't want to get canceled.
Fuck that. Yeah, some people do have harder lives, but like, who cares?
You're right.
Who are you apologizing to?
The listeners.
You don't even know who listens. Might be nobody.
Amen to that. I know all about that, actually.
What is a mistake you keep making?
In life?
Yeah, or like something like you know when you like do something bad and you know it's bad but you do it anyways.
Right.
Like jerk off.
Yeah. Watch porn. That should be illegal. But not like child stuff.
Or like try to like, deport your cleaning lady just because she did math correctly.
Yeah.
On the amount of money you owe her.
Do I have to explain that?
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story?
I don't know if there's much of a story here.
Well, Cody made me believe. Cody. Cody. Sweet little Cody. Cody, I don't know if Cody works for a company where you need a cleaning lady. And this cleaning lady comes to Cody's manager and is like, for the year, you owe me like $20. And this manager says, no way. You're trying to, it was $2,000. But for the year?
$2,000 extra. So it's Airbnb stuff. I run Airbnbs. Extra. So he was supposed to give her $6,000, and you see it through the Airbnb website. There's a printout, and she was asking for $8,000. So he was like, "Where is this? What's going on?" So then I told Elle that because of this problem, I called ICE. I said it as a joke, and she thought I was serious. I guess.
I thought you were trying to deport your cleaning
That's
lady
insane.
Just because of $2,000.
But you know my character. You know I'm a good person.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like character, like TV character. I'm like, yeah, you would do that.
Do you actually think that?
I don't know. I think your thinking can be silly sometimes, and I think you could be like, maybe I should deport her.
Are you serious right now? That's insane. You think I would deport a poor, hardworking woman and her family? And she's at papers. What am I saying?
Oh, so you...
She's from America. She grew up here. I forgot to mention that. No,
she was born here. You're like, no, get her anyways. Get her anyways. Call the cops.
Yeah, I would never do that. I'm a good person. That's what the listeners are gonna find out, is that I have a good heart.
That's funny. That's funny that I thought that you actually tried to deport her. And then I also thought that he had to call ICE back and be like, hey, so I overreacted. And then ICE would be like, hey, that happens all the time.
That's
that
insane.
idea.
You've known me for a few years.
How long have I known you?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. 3 years?
Yeah.
You say?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even though I saw you at Mike's and I'd like spy on you and you're like, had no idea who I was.
Ugh, that's gross.
Yeah. I knew where you lived. I knew where you worked.
No, you didn't.
I'd follow you home.
Oh, Matthew Perry died. Do you care?
I look up on the paper you have and it says Matthew Perry. At the time that was funny.
I'm trying to be topical. The
yeah.
guy from Friends. Friends is the worst show of all time.
This is a pet peeve of mine.
What?
There's pushback on Friends that
Where? Who?
the world. Friends used to be the hottest show. I love Friends, by the way. I think it's a great show. I'm not saying it's no. I think you're wrong.
Funny. Why is it funny?
I'm gonna tell you, it's never clever.
Is
like
it just
you
like
see
a
the
dumb
jokes.
thing you watch to like melt your brain?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of like why people watch like Cake Boss or like
yeah. It's also a show I grew up. My family would watch it every week,
British baking show. Okay, yeah.
So it's like a nostalgia to it. But there's not many shows that I can just put on and watch, like Seinfeld, The Office, Friends, or like as far as like sitcoms go. So Matthew Perry dying, I don't really care when celebrities die because and this one I actually
You know what
for
I
a
was
second I was
thinking
like,
about?
what?
I feel like social media almost makes people dying way worse. Wow.
Wait, worse.
Way more worse. I think I was trying to say. My brain is so fucking fried. Way worse because you like someone. Obviously, there's millions and millions of people in the world. Percentage of them are like, famous. So a famous person dies, and then you're gonna hear about it, and then it's all the retweets and it's all the, postings. Oh, I'm so sad, which is good, and I totally get that part of it because it's like, yeah, you want your friends to like care for sure, but then I don't know, it's more than I feel like if you're friends with someone, like you guys can do that like privately.
Yeah.
And then you put it on. I just feel like when we were growing up, if someone famous died, you just got like a TV news flash of it and you're like, oh no.
Right.
And now you have to like sit with it for like weeks of like Matthew Perry is dead.
Because my YouTube right now is not all, but a lot of like Matthew Perry Friends highlights.
Yeah.
And then my Instagram and then you get bombarded.
Guess in a way, like he did have a career in some sort, and it's like I guess
he had a huge career. He was on movies. He's on Friends. He had successful shows recently, or
yeah,
like
but
decent
isn't that a personal thing? Do I have to see all this if I'm not interested?
Yeah, I guess not.
I just feel like social media makes everything. It can be really good for like information sharing, but it crosses that line so quickly from being useful to being way too much.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Can you imagine if we had Instagram during World War II?
No.
That would be fucking wild.
Just like Holocaust selfies and shit? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it would just be like, I think it would feel worse because you would see all the, I guess it is good to feel bad about World War II though.
Yeah, or anything going on. But at the same time, with social media, I just get annoyed where it's like, oh, this is important and this is happening, but then you're not doing anything except
that's
posting.
the other thing. Like there's so much that's happening all over the world at one point, and you're like, am I supposed to do what about this? Feel bad?
That's a big one.
That's like the first step, but it's like, okay, now I feel bad, and now what do I do now?
I know. But then, yeah, I don't know. Because then also you don't want to be like, oh, well, just don't care about anything. But is it better to know something's happening and not do anything about it? Or just to be naive? I don't know.
Or just live in the moment.
Yeah.
I don't
Fucking
know.
that's what I do.
These are the hard-hitting questions of El Diablo.
I didn't know this was a philosophical.
I know, we get philosophical sometimes. Bitch TV. That's what I named my TV, and it makes me feel bad every single time that I turn it on. Because I used to live in
Wait, sorry. Say it again.
I used to live like with roommates, and they didn't let me like name anything, like all of our devices. Like, what the funnest part about like living somewhere is like you get to name it. Name your stuff,
Right.
whatever you want, and then they wouldn't let me name it, and I get to my own apartment, and I'm like really excited to name all my stuff, and I named my TV Bitch TV because I was feeling confident one day, and now every time I use my TV, I'm very sad.
Why? Because it says bitch?
Because I'm calling myself a bitch, and I'm like,
Oh, it's like the bitch's TV.
or like bitch TV, and I'm like, this is why I was never allowed to name anything.
I didn't even know naming things was a thing. Actually, I named my speaker Cody's Blaster. Because it is like the size of a large cock. No?
Of a large cock.
Like a large, it's like one of
You're
those
watching way too much porn. You're saying cock.
like a large penis.
You say cock though.
What do I, wiener? I am a I do
I don't
say
know.
wiener.
When you talk about like dicks, do you say dick, cock, wiener? You say cock.
I usually don't say cock.
Cock is like very intense.
I'm not a big fan. I don't say dick. I say penis or wiener.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like that came from like porn or something.
Oh, 'cause that's what it is. I'm saying it's a big cock. Like it is it is
Ew,
porn.
Cocks are gross.
Yeah, they're big. It's like a schlong. What do you think of that word?
Schlong. Cody's little blaster.
But I don't know if it's penis related. I just thought, well, blast music.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. That's why I
Right.
think it's funny.
I just didn't know if you're laughing at the.
No,
Anyway.
I'm laughing at the joke.
I don't know which one. What it was a joke. This is a thing that happens to me where people laugh at somebody saying, I was like, that I didn't know that was funny.
Looks like blasting cum
No.
and music.
Music. Yeah.
Yeah, and cum, but like
Yeah.
Cody's blaster.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I've explained the fuck out of that joke, I hope
I
everyone
still don't
gets
get it, to be honest. Can you explain it to me like I'm a 4-year-old?
Are you serious?
No, I get it. I named it myself. It was supposed to be humorous.
Okay, so another question.
I feel like you're like half checked out already with me.
No, I'm checked in. It's just this fucking company makes me wanna. I wish I could tell you guys so you could like, know.
Oh, can you say the name?
No way. I'm not saying the name. I'm a temp though. I think I can talk about it.
Yeah.
I lost all my questions,
Oh,
but I can't.
Man,
This is a big.
the next
notebook.
question: what building would you push someone out
What's
of?
what's your ideal way to die? Like if you could pick, if they're like dealer's choice, you get to die however you want, and you pick it.
So, don't they say like an aneurysm's pretty quick?
Aneurysm?
Yeah, you just go down and that's
Is
it.
that what's in your butt? Are aneurysms in your butt?
Hemorrhoid.
You can die of hemorrhoids
No, you can have an aneurysm.
in your hemorrhoid.
Are you kidding?
No. Okay.
No, hemorrhoids in your butt.
Okay.
Aneurysm is a brain, like an oversized brain cell or something. Again,
Oh,
science.
and it's just like quick. So
Yeah,
you
like a
want
lot of sometimes people just get an aneurysm in their brain. And my buddy, Ben, Australian Ben,
yeah.
he has an aneurysm. and
Right
they
now?
Yeah, and it's small. I didn't know they were like something you could like live with.
Is he okay?
Yeah, they just like.
Why don't they take it out? They're like,
well,
we
they're
don't.
gonna in a year they're gonna check it, but I guess it's a common thing.
But they're like, we don't think you deserve to like live that long.
Well, I think it's like such a major thing, and I don't know. I don't think it's one of those things where like just 'cause you have one you just die. But you think about it. One of my friends.
But you think about it.
I mean, yeah, you probably always think about it. One of my friends, though, her mom was like in a yoga class and got an aneurysm and died.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd she? Was it from the yoga?
I don't know.
Stretching is not good for you. Wow. Was it from? I wonder what it was from. Do you think it was from?
Sometimes it just randomly happens. Like I don't think there's like a reason you have one, or maybe I don't know.
Hindu practice.
Maybe your shavasana.
It was anti-Christian, and so God fucking murdered her on spot.
Hey.
What?
She's a good lady.
Sorry.
Remember we used to do yoga?
I know. I haven't done it since because I can't forget about that guy with the Asian tattoo on his back. There was this really big white guy, not like fat, but just like large.
A lot of mass.
A lot of, as they say, vertical, right? Not horizontal, vertical.
He was tall?
He was very tall. He was just like, he was like a 7 foot, like giant guy.
Was I here that day?
No, I don't think you've seen this man, but he has like a ton of tattoos, but on his back, his whole back consists of one tattoo, and it's of a like an Asian geisha. And on his shoulders are where like his shoulder blades are like where the eyes are, and when he lifts his arms up, the face gets very squinty, and it gets so racist. It gets so racist, and it's so funny because he's just trying to do yoga in a very peaceful way when he has a full on like, I don't know, hate crime going on his back. while the yoga instructor is Asian and like walking around like fully sees his back tattoo. And I'm like, I don't have that back tattoo. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's definitely a pretty tattoo when his arms aren't,
so when they're up, they got squinty.
When they get very...
That's hilarious.
It's so funny. And I don't know if he knows. Because he always goes to the yoga class. And maybe he does know. And that's why he never wears a shirt in yoga.
Right.
Because he's like, I want you guys to know that I hate Asian people.
I just think in Brooklyn, no one would do that deliberately.
You never know. There's got to be at least one, like... redneck racist fucking skinhead that lives in Brooklyn, and it's like, I love Brooklyn and I hate Jews,
right?
Like, I love Brooklyn and I hate like whatever.
Like there's a lot of secret Trump supporters if you're in the know.
Oh, for sure. I mean, especially on the Upper East Side, but I think Brooklyn can get really wealthy really quick in like these like random whatever apartment complex. I mean, anyone who's wealthy has to be not like love Trump, but it has to be like a Republican.
Yeah,
that would be
maybe
so stupid if you were wealthy and a liberal. With throwing your money away for what?
Yeah, right.
I'm a liberal. I vote liberal, but that's because I'm poor.
Right. Same. I don't vote.
I have everything to give.
Can I tell you, last night I did a show. I sent you a photo, but I was in an apartment in Williamsburg, and there was a theater where we did the show, like a movie theater.
Yeah.
There was a bowling alley. There was a basketball court. This is all in one building. This event was like the event planner of the apartment complex, so that's a thing. And they had golf simulator, like video game, 2 rooms.
This was in one apartment.
This is one apartment, and yeah,
in New York City.
Yeah, in Williamsburg or Greenpoint. Isn't that crazy? And so we did it for like, there was like 6 people in the crowd. It was actually they're very fun, but yeah, the whole time we're just like, you guys are so rich and we're so poor. Like
Was it like a personal show? Like
yeah. So the guy, the producer, he was working with the event planner, and they used to do it at another place in Williamsburg. Wow. They started doing it here. It's kind of a cool idea, but just like not that many people. Wow. But it's an insane way to live. If you have all that stuff.
All that stuff.
And a gym.
And a gym and no guns.
They probably have guns.
They probably
Do you
have
go
guns.
in a room and you push a button?
I don't think I would ever need to like own a gun. Like I would just like go. I think if I was into that stuff, I would just like live in Texas and just like shoot stuff.
The one reason I think you need a gun is if something went down in New York, people.
Do you have a gun?
No. but I want one.
You want one?
Yeah, just because if something
That's so funny.
if something went down in New York,
but when are you're gonna carry a gun on you?
no, it would be like it'd be like, for example, COVID. Say COVID, and
you're gonna shoot the disease out of someone.
it's got to go. You know? No, I'm saying, and shit went south. A bunch of people died. It starts rioting and looting. Your chances of getting out of this city are none. Like if it was like
me.
Yeah, anyone.
Hey, that's mean.
Not me too. That's what I'm saying. Because what do you think?
So you have to kill people to get out of the city.
I think if it could get to a point where, like, if all the food supply shut down tomorrow, there would be like 3 days. People be trying to get out, and then people start rioting. People start killing. You don't think this would happen? And if you don't have a gun, you're not getting out.
You're not getting out. That's so funny. You would have to like kill people in Brooklyn.
Not on purpose. No, but people are trying to kill you.
Oh, people are trying to kill
you.
So
That's what I think would happen.
you're defending yourself.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm not like going up to the fucking next guy I see. I'm saying if I see a group of
the first man bun you see,
you're out of here. They're not really doing those so much anymore.
Yeah, not so much. I saw one at a comedy show recently.
Remember the top knot?
It was a top little knot.
That's what the haircut's called.
Oh, it's called a top knot. It's not called a man bun.
Well, the man bun's like when their hair's long. Top knot is when it's short on the sides and the top's long.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know if I saw that. I think all of his hair was in this little top knot. Ow.
So I mean, I said top knot. You're like, yeah, it was a little top knot.
just a little top on the knot.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why I need a gun. Also, you should get a water supply in here.
A water supply?
Yeah, just in case the water shuts off.
What do you mean? You got the sink.
But that would shut off.
Oh, do you have a water supply? What are you, fucking day zero? What are these called? The guys that prepare for the end of the world.
What the fuck are the? Oh, I can't believe we don't know this.
This is why
we have half a brain together.
We have.
They're called like end of the worlders or something, right?
Yeah, I think they're called like. I wanted to say
year zero
F word, but I didn't.
You should have just said it. Who cares? Bleep it out.
I know, but I don't want to bleep it out. It's so annoying how like I want to say the best type of podcast I think would be like a podcast where you're like talking and then it just feels like you're in a conversation with just like your friends.
Yeah.
And because when you talk with your friends, there's no censor. You say all the fun things.
Yeah, you're talking
all
slangs.
the fun. You're talking slurs.
Slurs and slangs. Yeah, slurs.
And it's just fun as hell. And I was joking about the slurs, and everything we talk about on this podcast is a joke. But
it is funny how pretty much you can, like, when you're with a bunch of comics, you say whatever the fuck, like no PC anything, but then everyone still pretends like. But I'm sure everyone does that, right?
I guess no one wants to get canceled, but I don't even know if you can get canceled anymore. I think we've proved that if everyone's like, you're canceled, and you're just like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
You're just not.
There's like no one there's only a few who are like still canceled. Fucking Chris D'Elia's back. He's killing it.
He's back?
Selling out theaters, yeah.
He's back raping women?
No, he's... No, he's back.
He's killing it.
No, but he's someone who you're like, he's
going through a lot of teenage girls. He is ravaging the high schools.
He always says he's changed, so I believe him. What, a guy can't change?
He's changed to what?
He doesn't do that anymore.
15-year-olds?
He never did those. He was just waiting until they ripened, but he wanted to be like there the moment it happened.
The moment they turned 18.
Yeah.
See, I think guys like that, I think that still counts as being a disgusting whore.
Well, there's just a number, you know?
What? A number?
Like from 17 to 18.
Like age is just a number?
Yeah, but more like if you have sex with a girl when she's 17, the next day she's 18, that's technically illegal, but she's the same.
Yeah, if you dance on the technicalities, you're a creep.
Right.
And like, fine, it's not legal, but like, you're just a creep and you're only DMing 18-year-olds and you have a wife and a kid and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'm not. Also, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen him recently. The only thing I've ever laughed at his was his drunk girl impression.
He has videos of him at the Laugh Factory probably like 15 years ago, and those are some of my favorite bits ever still. But they're also like the first time I like, got into stand up. And
Oh,
then
really?
Yeah, then one of his Comedy Central specials excellent too.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does he talk about?
He has a bit about a black guy laughing, how they relocate. Have you ever seen that? Where if you make a black guy laugh, he fucking changes location. But he has the act out. It's so funny.
Yeah.
He's funny, man.
All right. I guess he is funny. You know, I guess he is funny to an extent, but I don't really know. I think he's just very animated and very act outy, and people love an act out.
Yeah.
Bitches love act outs.
Well, I feel like what happens with comics like him, like he got famous doing his thing with where act out like white girl voice. So then that's what they lean into, and then that's pretty much their jokes just become that. And so if
Yeah.
you don't like that thing they're doing, then they're not for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I know someone who was hanging out with Crystalia like long before all the like teenage girl things.
Like a girl hanging out with him?
No,
Just like a friend.
just like a comic.
Right.
And he said that he's been doing that shit for like the beginning of time. Like since he's been like any type of a famous comic, he's been scheming after that.
But you know how he got you know how he got famous?
How?
He's just doing a set at the Laugh Factory and Justin Bieber saw him.
Right.
Which is insane.
And he's like, I would love to know your sister.
Yeah.
You have a little sister, right? Tell me more. I'm listening.
Me?
No, I
Oh,
was
the little
pretending
sister.
I'm Crystalia. Great guy.
I was way too on his side the whole time. No, I just think he's funny. And I'm saying he said he's changed. And he said people thought he was canceled, done forever. Now he's back, so no one gives a fuck.
No, I think if you just power through
Shane
it.
Gillis, killing it.
I've never understood when people say Shane Gillis was canceled for what.
He did like a voice.
Who cares?
I don't care.
Who fucking
Well, SNL
cares?
canceled him, but no one else did.
Yeah, who cares? It's like that wasn't even anything. Especially like the Louis thing, like, oh, Louis. I'm like, those girls probably wanted him to jizz on them. Maybe not. I don't know.
They didn't. I don't think he jizzed on him. He just pulled it out in front of him.
Oh, I thought he wanted to. Oh yeah, he wanted to like jerk off in front of them.
But that's also like a timing thing. Like Crystalia, Louis, that happened like right in the height of it.
Did they come out and were they like? I heard they were comics. Were they comics?
Yeah, it's comics. And
What comics though? That's
I
what
can't
I
remember. But they felt
You
like
can't remember? You knew at one point?
I thought they said, yeah. I thought there were some girls who like
I
talked about it.
gotta look this up. I want to know which comics.
Because the thing that was like
Does anyone know? If you know the comics, tag them.
and ask him how big his Johnny is.
I mean,
Do you I feel like every guy though has like I was gonna ask if you ever, but maybe not. There's like moments I look back and I was like, people could come forward and be like and try and cancel me, even though just their word versus mine. You know what I'm saying?
oh, for sure. My old coworker, he so funny. He's just like lived with his parent. Like he was just like the most brand new little boy kid that like just got a job, was living with his parents, like he was kind of like just someone who was excited to like have his first job and like live just like not at his parents' house. Let me repeat that one more time. And
Okay,
anyways, so we're at this job and he's like 24 and he's like going on Bumble dates or whatever.
hot.
And one day I like walk out of our office. I see him talking to like police officers. And afterwards I was like, dude, why are you talking to the police? And he was like, some girl I went on a Bumble date with blacked out and I bought her an Uber home. And then she told the police that I raped her.
Oh my God.
And he was just like, I didn't do. He said that she showed up to the movie date blacked out, like nearly blacked out.
Right.
slurring words, couldn't set up. And then he felt so uncomfortable and like trying to hook up with him the whole time. And then he felt so uncomfortable that he just like bought her an Uber home.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even finish the movie. And then
That's hilarious.
the next day, the police show up to his work to be like, hey, did you rape this
my
girl?
God.
And she even got like, I mean, she told everyone. She told the police. She told her parents. I mean, she went to the hospital. Like, she told everyone. And then they did like a rape test.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you were not raped.
That cunt. Right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
That's wild.
I don't know. I feel like it's bad to like say like I believed him because he was just like.
But if they did the test, then he's good. What, are you gonna go by the test?
I don't know. I guess I wasn't there, but the police were like, yeah, you're good to go. But
Right.
isn't that crazy?
That's insane. I told you that one girl who we did Molly together and she got sick. So then I was like, oh, you can just come back to my place. And then she wanted to have sex with me, and I was like, no, I don't think it's a good idea because I knew her. And then the next day, she like had to call me, and she's like, can we meet up? And then she's like, you basically tried to roofie me.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I didn't. And she was like, well, it felt like it. And then she told me.
No, I didn't. Well, it felt like
Well,
it.
she felt like I was. She thought I was like, because it's me and my buddy and her, and then her and I were like, let's take this Molly. My buddy left, so then she was like, oh, it seemed like you guys had this whole setup where you give me drugs, I get sick, I come to your house. I'm like, yeah, none of that's true, but also you want to have sex with me, and I said no, and then this is like a
It's because you denied her. She's like, you raped me.
right.
This was all a plan.
And
this
then
is all a plan.
Well, this
to
part's
hook up
not
with me.
gonna sound as good, but I like attempted to go down on her, and she stopped me, and then she was like, the next day she's like, well, you need to ask consent for that. That's something you need to ask consent for, a girl. And I was like, I'd rather you just stop me.
Didn't she tried to hook up with you?
Well, we hooked up. We like made out and stuff.
Oh, so you did hook up.
Yeah, but she wanted to have sex.
And then you were like, no.
And I was like, no, I don't think, just because I know she's fucking mental.
You're like, no, what about this though?
No, this is my specialty, by the way. No.
Let me show you what I can do for you.
Yeah.
I got something
I
even
like
better.
for my okay.
Let me just get in position. And she's like, please stop. You're like, I can do it.
That's fucked up. I don't know how. Now that the timing is weird. I didn't do it though.
You didn't eat her out?
No, she stopped
You were
me.
just going down?
Yeah, I was like doing the old slide, forehead slide. That's what they call it. You slide. Okay, never mind. I'm embarrassing myself.
I don't know who taught you that move. The forehead,
The forehead slide? Yeah, you
Is
spit
it
on
Lenny
your forehead
from
and then
Mice and Men?
the forehead slide, I guess, is my move that no one likes.
The forehead slide.
Come on, that's good. You don't know a guy's ever given you the forehead slide?
Like they slide?
I'm joking.
Are you?
I'm joking, yeah.
Okay.
I was just trying to think of a visual of sliding on the girl's body, and I was like, well, if the forehead's on there. Great. Anyway, so I think of her
Great.
coming
Now
out.
no one listening is going to ever want to have sex ever again. This is the celibate podcast.
I think every guy kind of related to the forehead slide. I think they're like, that's a good name for it.
That's a good name. Okay, so you raped this woman.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
Cut that.
That was a joke. But, it is really hard for men. I'm glad I opened the window where the cars are honking. I was like, you know what? I bet everyone wants to hear the outside of this podcast as well as the inside. Cody, can you shut that window? No, just respect women.
I do. To a fault, I respect women.
That's good.
I thought that was a house.
Do you have Do you have something about yourself that you don't like an aspect that you're like, oh, I hate that I do this? And then is there like advice you could give people who also do that?
Like something I wrote some things down.
You wrote some things down.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're bad with memory and and like what could you tell other people who are bad at like remembering their own thoughts?
No, I wrote a long list of things I hate.
Okay.
But I'm not going to read it.
No, read it.
No.
Read it. It just says you.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't write it. I was just trying to think of something I do constantly. Your word is like the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing and expecting different results. Like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything on the fly. What do you got?
I would say I am not disciplined, and I guess I make the mistake of thinking of like wanting like treats before I do anything treat worthy.
Like a
like
puppy.
nothing I do is treat worthy. Yeah, like I want, like I wake up and I'm like, ooh, chocolate croissant sounds good. Like I haven't worked out, I haven't written, I haven't done anything that's like worth. What time is it, by the way? What
3:10.
Hell yeah. I haven't done anything that has earned a chocolate croissant or like earned TV or like shit like that, and I just wish I would be more disciplined before.
Right, but is it weird that you're thinking of it as like a treat mentality? Is that good? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think so, because I think it's like you do the hard things and you get the nice things.
Right.
But it's like I'm just getting all the nice things and I'm not doing any of the hard things.
Fair.
So I feel like that that makes a hostile environment in your brain.
Right.
And then if I had any advice to people that also suffer with this, I would say stop being a fucking pussy and go for a run for 10 minutes a day.
Right.
I wish I could do that. And I honestly, I was doing that for a while. I'd go on a run every morning for 10 minutes. But then it got slightly cold outside.
Right. There's always something that will keep you from doing things.
I know.
Because like getting in like a habit of even like meditation, like I do the app and I know it helps me.
Yeah.
And I'll do it for like 3 days and then I won't do it even though I know that it's good for you, and that frustrates the fuck out of me.
I think you just gotta do it and stop thinking.
Yeah, I mean, but then there's certain like I do yoga, not every day, like three or four times a week, and it's something I don't even have the battle of like, come on, you should do this. It's just like, well, I'm doing this, and you have to deal with it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Deal with
We're like writing every morning. It's like it's never like a question of whether I'm just like this is just I have to do this, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy doing those things, but I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I do enjoy writing in the mornings, but sometimes I wake up late, and especially with this job, it's like I wake up late, and they're like, "Where are you? You're our slave. Get to work." And I'm like, "Oh God, Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, you guys are the worst. You guys are the fucking worst." I wake up at 11 a.m. every morning, and I'm like, "You guys are the fucking worst."
Just leave me alone.
Pay
Did you
me.
yell at your parents when they would wake you up for school?
Oh my God. Yeah. I wouldn't wake up until the very last second, and then I wouldn't like get dressed. I would wear like pajamas to school.
Yeah.
Essentially.
You for sure would walk the mile.
Oh yeah.
Would you?
Not running. No.
In your pajama bottoms. You know
I was
those
very
girls?
defiant in high school. I was very like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, no, not doing that. Spanish class, I don't think so.
You? That's weird.
Spanish, you mean gay class? No. I wish I could speak Spanish, but I actually can when I try to speak French. It's some weird dyslexic
That's
thing.
insane. But also so many people who did high school Spanish don't know it. Until you have to be put in the country or put around people.
Yeah. I just was like, I don't like any of this stuff, and you guys don't like me, so
Right.
I don't like you. And I don't know. I think when I have confidence, I was thinking about this earlier. When I I always want confidence, but once I have confidence, like I'm kind of a terrible person.
Further explain this.
Because when I have confidence, I don't care what other people think. I'm more brass than usual. I'm more honest than usual, and my honest thoughts are not nice, and my like honest opinions are not nice,
Right.
and my honest, reactions to things are not polite. They're like, I don't fucking care.
Right.
So why am I talking to you?
Right.
Like it's really I can be honestly autistically straightforward.
Yeah. That's the exact opposite of me.
Yeah, but I dial all that back
Right.
through shame and, and self insecurities.
Right.
So yeah, but but I have been feeling like more confident recently, and I have been kind of being an asshole.
Interesting.
It feels good to be like, I don't know, a woman and be an asshole. It just feels really nice.
Really? I don't like it.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being myself.
Right.
And people are like, whoa. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you're very straightforward. Yeah.
I don't understand any other way.
It's good. It's good. I always feel like it's one of those things where it's when someone's like straightforward, it's good. But then sometimes they're just like when it hurts you for no reason. That's when I'm like,
I think it's the one personality trait that everyone else hates about me, and I do not hate about myself.
I don't think they hate that about you.
It's the one complaint I get from everyone that I get close with is
really?
that you're too straightforward.
I've never said that.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you
No.
said you're like brutal when you say things.
Yeah, but you don't normally like. You don't do like personal attacks.
I know, but you still have made the note.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone makes the note.
Yeah, how could you not? Yeah, if you hang out with you for 4 minutes, you're gonna understand that.
Hey.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you're very honest. It's good. I think it's good.
Well, I think you're good. I think this podcast was great. I think wait, let me ask you one more question.
Did we do how long has it been? An hour?
An hour.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time fucking flies.
Okay, hopefully I can answer.
Okay,
this.
ready? If you could compare yourself to one of these dictators, who would you say you're the most like? Adolf Hitler.
Oh my god.
Joseph Stalin.
Classic.
Hillary Clinton.
That's it?
Kim Jong-un. Benito Mussolini.
You
Saddam Hussein.
Did you Google all these or do you know these?
Joe Biden.
Who am I like of all those guys? Probably
No.
Hillary.
Hillary Clinton.
I got sass, you know?
You got sass.
I got a big fat ass and a little sass.
I thought you were going to say big fat cock. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, she does.
Well,
Yeah, she
It's
does.
probably bigger than mine, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
That's a crazy question. If I said I'm like Hitler,
That's a crazy question.
I'm like Hitler because I want to get rid of everyone. I'm just kidding. Pol Pot. You don't got Pol Pot in there?
What's Pol Pot?
It's Pol Pot.
Pol
Cambodia dictator that fucking took. He's killed more than not like he's up there with the amount of people he killed.
That's so funny. Like, not like him killing people, but like his name is so like
I know.
Pol Pot. I'm
I'm-
supposed to be scared of you. I'm supposed to be scared of a little Pol Pot.
Pol Pot.
Pol Pot.
Am I still in the shot, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Pol Pot.
Yeah, I just crossed you out.
Well, I just was leaning back. I was
Cut
like,
you out.
you might need this for the clips, you know?
Pol Pot. I forgot to like sit facing the camera.
Do you
I
need
hope you
to?
guys like the side of me. What did he do? Like, when was he alive? Is he still alive?
No, I
Is
don't.
Do
To
you
be
think
honest,
he's gonna listen to the podcast if we tag him?
maybe. No, this was in the. To be honest, I know it from a Dead Kennedy song, which is a punk band in the 80s.
Well, that's cool.
And so they had a song called Holiday in Cambodia about him. Very sick ass song. But so I don't know when that was. Maybe it was like 50s or 60s or something.
Do you know what he did?
He just like took down. It was like. So I've been to school for a year or two, and I'm trying to sing the lyrics. No, I don't
This
know what
is
he
all
did.
you know about this guy's the lyrics.
The songs, yeah.
Wow.
And the song goes, pull, pot, pull, pot. It's a good song.
Wow, it sounds like you really know a lot about this topic.
I know
You know
nothing.
that okay.
That's my biggest flaw. I know nothing about anything, but I don't pretend to either. So give me some points for that.
Give it up for homeschooling, everybody.
That's nothing to do with homeschooling, okay?
No.
No, I'm also sick of that. People bringing up homeschooling. Because I was doing the same curriculum as you guys. I even learned the word curriculum in homeschool. That was a big one.
That is a big one. Spell it.
Can I say when I went back to middle school after being homeschooled, I was so far advanced over everyone. I had to like dumb myself down school wise. I'm not kidding. Or it's like the amount of work I was putting in, the amount of energy. I was like, I'm doing way more than I have to. And there's a bunch of us homeschoolers who went back who infiltrated.
Homeschoolers.
We infiltrated the public school system to take some information back to the homeschool master. But they were all like way ahead of everyone.
Homeschool master? You mean your mom?
Yes. So, anyway, the point is, my social development, that can be blamed on homeschool, but not my brain. Okay,
so what can your brain be blamed upon?
You
read a lot.
So what are you saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, usually people who read are really smart. And I'm not saying you're not smart. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. I just feel like the whole thing is like, oh, you should read a lot so you'll know a lot of things. I'm just making it. Do you feel like books help you?
Help me with what? You just say what you want to say, Mrs. Straightforward.
No, I think you're smart. You just don't know a lot about Popot.
Also, the reading thing, can I say about this? I read like a lot of fiction. So what's that gonna fucking do for me?
I think reading wears that. I don't think it matters what you read. It just matters that you read.
Right, but I mean like my vocabulary and my like when I'm searching for words, which I used to struggle with more, I started doing stand up and now it's better. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I still struggle to find words.
You're like practicing.
Yeah, stand up you're just like the thing that I can't think of the word. The thing that trips me up is questioning what I'm about to say. Where stand up makes you just say it without thinking about it. That's like one of my appeals with stand up for me, but anyway, I also realized in the last 6 months that I'm not that smart. But I always thought I was smart, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I kind of dumb.
No, I think you're just doubting yourself.
No, I'm like not as intelligent as I thought I was.
I don't think that's real.
You just fucking said it.
Yeah, I was joking. I was fucking joking, dude. You read 80 books a minute. You gotta be smart.
Yeah, that'd be funny if I beat you up on this podcast. They just hear like, oh. And I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Is that what our fight's going to sound like?
Just like
this kind of sounds like sex. All right. Well, on that note, guys, thanks for listening. Subscribe to the Patreon. I don't have any content on there, but I'm really poor and I would love money. And eventually I will put content on there. But you can just you could donate $1 if you want. Just a little dollar, and eventually when I have enough money I can produce this more.
Yeah.
But follow Cody on Instagram.
Cody Lewis Comedy. I also have a podcast. If you liked what you heard here today and you want a little more masculinity without this fucking woman bringing you down, come over to Outstanding Individuals.
Autistic Individuals, everybody. Go check them out. All right. Bye.